Alright, so the Jordan 6 Cool Gray is set to release for tomorrow. And in this video, I'm going to tell you, number one, why everybody's sleeping on it and why they shouldn't. Number two, I'm going to tell you exactly how to cop them and why you should cop them. Now, make no mistake, this release is a GR brick. However, there's a chance that it won't be because of this reason, right? And especially listen up if you're a beginner. I made a video where I kind of explained the things that make a shoe hype, right? And the colorway on this shoe has the potential of taking it from brick to maybe a shoe that's coveted later on down the line. So I know a lot of people ask me like, bro, how do you know what sneakers to go for? Anyway, let's jump on the computer. All right, so we are live from Rico's Cooks, my cook group designed for beginners to help beginners kind of accelerate in their resale game, kind of take them from beginners to, if not expert, then close to it, right? So as we see, the retail is 200, the current resale is 205. So what does that mean? This shoe is extremely bricking, right? But all right, so boom, we're gonna take a look at the Jordan 6 Cool Gray. They're loaded in for the sneakers app. They're gonna go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Now, here's the thing that you got to understand about this shoe. Once again, I preach this all the time in my videos, as far as for the people who ask like, hey, what shoes should I go for? What shoes are the ones that have hype, right? So whenever you have a Cool Gray is of course one of those OG colorways. Of course, the Cool Gray 11 is what made that colorway popular. However, we've seen success in other shoes as far as in the Cool Gray. So just because this shoe is bricking right now doesn't mean that it will going forward. So you beginner resellers definitely need to, you know, keep that in mind, bro. This is a pretty clean shoe. The 6 isn't a hype colorway. It's still going to increase in value. All right, now here's something I want you to look at as well, right? Because the resale value, even early, only had made it up to about $330, and that was in January, right? And then closer to release date, you see it's creeping down to almost under retail and right at retail, bro. So what that means is that if you use bots, or if you're experimenting with multiple accounts, this is your time to shine, right? Let me tell y'all some sauce about how the Nike accounts work. If you have, let's say 60, 70, or you just buy 20 Nike accounts and those accounts don't have history, you're not gonna necessarily start hitting. It's widely documented in the botting community that when you're starting Nike accounts, you have to warm them up. What that means is you have to go for drops and lose. Or if you don't go for drops and lose, then you go for drops like this that aren't going to be hard to get, so that you warm your account up, right? Because if you notice, like I have a couple of my accounts out of my 60, there are maybe 3 or 4 that consistently hit, and that's because, hey, I went for some bricks on those accounts before. You know, when I didn't want a lot, I only fired those 5 accounts up. So that's definitely something that y'all need to keep in mind. Now, these are going to release. Of course, they're going to be loaded on Foot Locker. They're going to be loaded on Finish Line. They're going to be on sneakers. And because it's labeled as a brick, all the big resellers are going to kind of stay away from this. So what this means is that everybody's going to have a shot at this shoe. If you want this shoe, if you want it for personal, or if you want to resell, anybody's going to have a chance on this shoe, right? So we're going to take a look at eBay, and I just want to look at the resale market on eBay before we get up out of here. Once you have eBay pulled up, another piece of sauce that I kind of give people and try to preach in every video is when you're looking at eBay listings, don't look at what they're listed for, right? Like this page, most people stop here and say, okay, they're going for around 260, right? Because you see this 260 here. I can make you a promise, if he keeps those at 260, they're gonna stay there, right? What you have to look at is what they're actually selling for. So you go to the side and you filter by sold. This will show you only sold listings, right? So that'll show you the true value, what they're selling for, right? We had one that sold for $250 today, right? It would still be technically early, right? Honestly, I would advise against that person to buy it for that price right now. But you see 220, you see another 250, 225, 235. But once again, this is February 20th. This is days ago, before the shoe came out, right? So this is somebody who already had it early in hand. So the morning of, and maybe even on Sunday, take a look at this page, and I promise you, you'll see those prices come down. However, that also shows you, for my beginner resellers who feel like, oh, I can't make a profit, you can make a profit, because they're going for a little bit over here on eBay as well. So man, let me know what y'all think about this shoe in the comments, man. Rico Gang, I love y'all. Let's get it.